Привет, друзья! Как дела? Меня зовут Mark. Добрый пожаловать в мой school. Hi everybody, it's Mark. Welcome to Cossack Martial Arts. Today we're going to talk about the Cossack Sling for the Saber, and we're going to go through on how to make one, because many of you live in places where you cannot purchase one. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, here's my student Randy. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and draw a saber. There's the belt we made for him. As you see, that's made for him to be able to use and practice with. And that's an important piece of equipment, folks, that you have to practice your art. Is you need to have, again, is to be able to practice your quick draw, is you have to have the sling and you have to have a sword with a scabbard. I know traditionally you have this pinned down with a belt around to help hold one end, but there it is. That's the one we made. All right, so right here you see a military saber sling, and this one I purchased in Russia. So you can see it's a 2-point attachment. You see it's adjustable. It has the rings that align it, and it's worn off to the side. So this is an important piece of equipment for using a Shashka off of the shoulder. All right, so like I said earlier, the challenge is, if you don't live in Russia, how are you going to get one of these? All right, so we were up to the challenge and having skills in leather work. My student Randy and I made one. All right, so here you see the one that we made. All right, so the measurements are exactly the same. We used the sling that I showed before, and then we used leather that we got from Tandy Leather, and then instead of sewing it, because I don't own a sewing machine for leather, we went ahead and riveted it. Now, I used the circle rings that I had on hand, and then because we didn't have the posts, we used screws with acorn nuts. I'm not going to zoom in there on that so you can see that. That made it strong. Now, these are all riveted, like I said, so this is very stout, and we had the buckle. So having all of this, we were able to put this together and to make a functional sling. And the sling is functional and it looks decent. So it'll do just the job that we needed to do, which is to hold the Shashka saber to your left side. That way you can draw it out with your right hand as you sweep down. Alright, so here it is. Here's the one we made. Here it is. There it is for the draw. It works out well. As you can see, this is, I tightened it up for me. This was made for Randy. So now he has one, so he can sit here and just come out and be ready to work with it. So it makes for the draw cut. Not terribly difficult as far as the project goes. The biggest challenge you have is solving this and this, which we did with small screws and acorn nut, and then using the rings because we didn't have any D-rings. So for you guys who are trained with a Shashka out there, you want to practice your draw and cut, this is the way to set it up. Спасибо, мои друзья, смотрите моя film. Thank you for watching my film, friends. And you know what I say? До свидания, на здоровье, and pocket, bye-bye.